This is actor Danny Dyer. He played a vicious thug in a British film about football violence. He's football mad, but not as crazy as the real hooligans. His convincing performance gained him their respect, but also exclusive access to their dark and dangerous world. Danny is now embarking on a world tour to get up close and personal to the extremes of football violence. He'll be in the thick of the action as he takes us to football's front line, where there'll be riots, tear gas and even shootings. It's going to be one hell of a trip. Argentina is famous for its football. Of all the successful nations in the modern game, it has provided more drama and excitement than anywhere else.
But Argentina is not only famous for its passion on the pitch. The terraces of South America's second largest country contain arguably the most passionate and violent football hooligans in the world.
The problem of football violence in Argentina is getting worse and worse and worse.
This week, Danny is 7,000 miles away from his hometown London in Argentina and the capital city of Buenos Aires. He's going to one of the biggest derbies in South America. Independiente versus Racing Club. One of the most explosive matches in the world. Argentina has one of the world's worst hooligan problems, and it's a secretive and closed world. But despite this, Danny is going to get an audience with one of the most notorious football hooligans and leader of the biggest firm in the world. And his trip here has coincided with one of the biggest crises in the history of Argentinian football. He's walking into the eye of a hooligan storm. Coming to Argentina has taken Danny as far off his manor as he's ever been in his life, and the 18-hour journey has taken it out of him. On his travels, he's been to quite a few countries in a short space of time, so he's no idea what time zone he's in. But one thing he does know is that Buenos Aires is a dangerous place and trouble could be lurking around any corner.
Better jog on, might turn nasty.
Today, it's a bustling city of nearly 13 million people and a popular destination with tourists and travellers. And it's a city that was built by visitors. In the mid to late 19th century, immigrants from Europe began populating Buenos Aires, and with them, they brought football. The game has early origins in Argentina. The Football League was established in 1893, just 5 years after the English one, and before any in mainland Europe. The popularity of the game spread quickly, and football became part of the DNA of Argentina.
En Argentina el fútbol es todo, es una manera de expresión. Es muy difícil encontrar a alguien en Argentina que no tenga una relación emotiva, afectiva con el juego del fútbol.
And when football is all you have, it becomes a religion.
It's difficult for a person that doesn't live here in Buenos Aires or in Argentina to understand the craziness that people get with football.
And that passion all too easily goes too far. Argentina has a brutal history of football violence. Over 200 people have been killed here since the first incident way back in 1939, when 2 supporters were shot at a match. But organised hooligans did not come onto the scene until the 70s. They became known as the barabravas, which translates as brave gangs.
El concepto de patota es clave, digamos, barra brava es un concepto que tiene que ver con el fútbol, pero la mentalidad de patota es una cosa muy común en la Argentina, y el enfrentamiento entre una patota y otra, o entre una patota y la policía, digamos, es parte de la vida, parte de la lucha por poder, por territorio de la Argentina.
And nowhere is the gang mentality stronger than in Buenos Aires. Danny is in the city that has more football clubs than anywhere else in the world. It's a football-mad melting pot, and with the largest amount of football teams, you have the highest number of firms. Football firms that he's come here to meet. Say hola to Ariel Leon. He used to be a barabrava back in the 80s and 90s. His team was Vélez Sarsfield, and he was part of the firm for 10 years.
Cuando creces ahí adentro, perdés ciertos miedos capaz que tiene la gente normal, que es a pelearse, a estar en ese ambiente que generalmente a cualquier persona le daría miedo. Generalmente la violencia es toda física y generalmente en las barras siempre hay un grupo determinado que es el que va armado. Pero ya cuando generalmente los enfrentamientos armados son cuando es algo planeado ya.
In England during the 70s and 80s, motorway service stations provided the opportunity for rival firms to meet and fight. Here in Buenos Aires today, it is at the toll booths on the roads that surround the city.
Every weekend in Buenos Aires, hundreds of buses filled with bravas crisscross the city to get to games. So when they meet at these toll booths, it's a chance for them to attack each other.
Ariel knows all about these battles because he was involved in one, and it spelt the end of his days as a barabrava.
40, 50 personas de River que seguramente serían de la barra. Y bueno, nosotros éramos 3 micros de Vélez y no, o sea, hubo agresiones, rompieron todos los micros, todos. Nosotros no pudimos bajar del micro. Vino la policía, se paró y cuando bajamos todo el micro tenía 16 agujeros de bala. Y ningún herido y arriba del micro había 60 personas.
It's not always lucky though. In April 2003, a battle between fans of River Plate and Newell's Old Boys resulted in 2 fans being killed. So to understand the passion and the violence of Argentinian football, Danny is going to experience a game firsthand. And he's going to one of the biggest. It's the Clásico de Avellaneda. It's Independiente versus Racing Club. And if you think you've seen derbies with atmosphere, then think again.
I think I've shit my pants.
Danny's in the middle of the craziness that is Argentinian football.